This is Rebecca Mauleon, here with another Jazz Minute from SF Jazz. Our 2025-26 season highlights many of Cuba's greatest artists. And to celebrate, we take a deep dive into the history of Cuban jazz with this three-part series. The history of jazz in Cuba is nearly as long as its history in the United States. The first Cuban bands influenced by American music formed in the early 20th century. They played both the popular songs of the day as well as the jazz they heard during this era of cross-cultural exchange, when musicians regularly traveled between New Orleans and Havana. This exchange manifested itself in the U.S. through the work of artists like W.C. Handy and iconic pianist Jelly Roll Morton, who spoke of the Cuban tresillo and habanera rhythms he called the Spanish tinge that found their way into jazz's fundamental language. Back in Cuba, pianist Pedro Stacholi founded jazz band Sagua in 1914, which became one of the first notable jazz ensembles on the island. Other popular groups, like Jaime Prat's Cuban Jazz Band and the octet of pianist Moises Simons, brought the jazz sound to Havana in the 1920s. By the next decade, the Orquesta of Antonio Maria Romeo was incorporating swing elements into their danzón repertoire, and Don Azpiazu's recording of Moises Simons' El Manicero, commonly known as The Peanut Vendor, became the first platinum-selling record of Cuban music. While on the island, the charanga band Arcaño y sus Maravillas was developing a revolutionary new form called mambo that would change the face of Cuban music. This has been another Jazz Minute from SF Jazz.